session. I just forgot that. Thank you guys. Just bear with me for a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So basically, this meeting will be recorded and it will be shared on the events page 1 week after the event. Then, we will be anyway after the event, there will be a feedback form coming to you guys. I would love to hear those feedbacks from you guys so that we will be bringing in content more and more interactive and more useful to you guys, because, the motto of Outsystem is for the community, by the community, right? So we want to keep it that way and, grow more and more with the events going forward, and present some quality content to you guys. And yeah, that is one thing. Then we already have a thing called as call for speakers. Right now we have Amal with us speaking for the first event just to start us up. But yeah, I would love guys from people from you guys, having any content, any session to present to the community, which you will feel that it will very helpful for the community in a way. So it is very good for you guys. It's a very platform for you guys to present, and it will be a very helpful session for us to absorb in a part of knowledge, right? So we already have this, in the user group page also, we have this section called as call for speakers. Please go ahead and submit your talk there. I encourage everybody to please go ahead and submit your own ideas, your own sessions, so that we can bring them up aboard on the coming sessions. And yeah, I am expecting more and more, Katrina just coming in and telling me that, yeah, these are the events which are coming for your Mumbai group. So I will get in touch with you guys, and that way we will be bringing in more and more speakers in. So that is it. And yeah, the Outsystem Innovation Conference is back this year. Previous year we were having the OHDC and the next step different. But this year we are merging them together to give you a unified and very pleasant experience. We don't want to divide it in a way, so we are calling it as the Outsystem Software Innovation Conference. Okay, so that is particularly happening on 15th and 16th of November this year. Registrations are already open for that conference. If you have not registered, then you are missing out on a very fun event, guys. Please go ahead and register. The link is available on the please scan this code and go ahead. It will help you to land on the right page. I will be sharing this deck with you guys later on after the event also, so you will anyway get this QR codes for you guys. But yeah, it is already available. You can go ahead in the forum also of Outsystem, where you will find that link of registration. So see you guys at that event also. It is a global event where we will be able to meet more and more people in the, you can say, from the whole world. People join that event, and it is a very exciting event. So I hope you guys join that event, and it will be a very exciting one. So basically, what is the agenda of our event? Okay, so we are working with welcomes and introduction first. I am looking at many people joining the event. Okay, so basically we will be going with introduction of Outsystems community. So unfortunately, as Yash is running little late, so that will be happening after journey of MVP. Okay, so we have Amal already with us, so we will be going ahead and going on a ride with him, how his journey has been with Outsystems. And we basically, Amal has been in this technology, or you can say in this platform, from a good amount of time. And I hope whatever questions you have, guys, please drop it in Q&A. Okay, and I will be picking each one of them up and asking Amal, so that we will try to answer most of them, and we will be going ahead with that pattern. Along with that, at the end we will be going with the option of useful tips on becoming a developer. That is another section which we will be bringing. I think so Amal is already and has been in this platform from a time. He can share some tips. Along with that, I will also add up with my journey going in, how I have came to till this point. I will be also adding in. And yeah, at the end we have quiz. It's a very fun quiz. I am very excited about that also. So we will be having that happening at the end. And along with that, we will be also having a, you can say, a kind of virtual coffee session, where we will try to, people will unmute themselves, and we will try to interact more on that front, that what you have, how much long you have been here, and how you have enjoyed the community events, and everything. Let it be anything related to Outsystems. We will be very happy to hear those. Okay, so this is the agenda for today's event, guys. So basically, we have the speakers for today are Yashraj Naik. He is the APAC Community Growth Manager. He is running little late, so he will be joining us in a short bit. We have Amal Raj with us. He is the Chief Operating Officer. I guess I'm turning it, I'm pronouncing it right, Amal. But yeah, he's COO of Head Fitted Solutions Private Limited, and he is also awarded as a Outsystems MVP for the platform. So he has been in there from a good amount of time, guys. So we will be having a good knowledge sharing from him. Then you being the organizer as well as I will be adding up some of the contents in this event. So my name is Krunal Vyas. I am Outsystem developers from Omnipresent Technology, and yeah, organizer of this group basically. So these are the speakers. So let me just run through, Amal. Okay. So basically, Amal has been in this industry from more than 21 years now, and he has been working in Outsystem platform from more than 5 years now. Okay. And Amal,
7 now.
7. Oh, this is old.
Like,
Yeah, actually, let me not go with this slide, Amal. Like, it will be very good if you go with this slide. Yeah,
I just, yeah, I
yeah.
mean, see, guys, there's nothing, I mean, it doesn't make me old. I just started a little bit early, maybe than a few of y'all. I've always been a technology guy for the last 25, 26 years. So OutSystems happened 6 years back when we were trying to see. We have been a Microsoft house at the DigiFact, where Microsoft Gold partners doing a good amount of work in .NET. But then we felt that, I mean, there was not really a differentiator because there are 100 other shops or 1,000 shops doing the same. Then back in 2015, 16, we tried to look at what are the emerging tech and trends. That's where we came across the concept of low code, high productivity OutSystems. And then we invested a bit of time. We looked at the platform, and then we realized that, hey, maybe that's the way the world is moving towards. OutSystems has always been a visionary company. I mean, they started this even 22 decades back. The name OutSystems is like synonymous to cloud there. So we felt that customers need, I mean, all our customers wanted everything yesterday. And then doing the traditional means didn't really add up. And then we became a partner. We bought the first license ourselves. I mean, being a partner itself was another big journey, longer than what I can speak, because at that point of time, OutSystems didn't really see India as a country or a business that will buy software at this expensive software and invest. So they're predominantly looking at Singapore and Europe markets. But then we persisted with them, and they were kind enough to make us partners in India and Denmark. That's where we have a couple of offices. And since then, we have been doing both sales and services, and that's how that's the part of the company's journey. And my journey is always uh, believe in building things. I mean, that gives me a good high when I try to create something of value, and doing that in OutSystems was easy. I mean, I also had a .NET background and everything, so I could write extensions wherever the platform fell short, doing demos to customers. All these things helped me build a bit of skill. And then I always say the most happening part in the whole of the OutSystems company is the community. I think that's the heart and soul of the whole. I mean, the product is one, but really taking it out is the community. And great people. Have had the opportunity to work with almost everyone in the community. And then Forge, that's where I started building components, answering stuff in forums. And over time, and that was more for my personal joy than really, I mean, I learned something. I tried to build a small demo or a Forge component, put it out for people. So MVP happened as a byproduct. You don't really do something to become an MVP, because you do something in the community that it's the community recognizes you. So if any of you all are doing some interesting stuff, helping, I see a lot of Indian developers in the top three, etc.
I
nowadays in the
guess
forum.
Amal, we lost you. Like, Saiba, are you able
Hey,
to hear Amal?
hello.
Yes,
Yeah, I,
yes,
I,
Kunal.
I shouldn't
So,
have any
like,
network
I
issues at
guess
least.
Amal has some network issues. Are you? I am not able to hear him.
I can hear him clearly. I'm able to hear him clearly.
Yes, same here. I can hear him too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
let
I'll
think
be very
Kunal is from your
surprised.
end.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
folks,
Yeah.
I just took a lease line last week, so I'll be very surprised if even the lease line is giving me errors and I'll run behind someone. So, yes, so I was just telling, I mean, as I told you, an MVP is just a byproduct. So don't aim for it, saying that if I do this, I'll become an MVP. And I see a lot of our Indian community now gearing up. Almost most of the top 3, etc., are from India, which is very heartening to see that our developer community is growing and making a mark. So, I mean, be active. I think a lot of new initiatives have come up. There's a championship program, then there's an MVP, and then there's also early access programs to a few of the software that Outsystems releases. I mean, be connected to the community, increase your touch points, and then MVP championships are all, I mean, good to have, or a nice feeling. Is just a shot in the arm to do more. So that's what has happened till I became MP. Later on, the other problem I want to tackle was, I mean, looking in the Indian market was typically talent. I think I've seen just a small set of developers jumping companies here and there, and talent almost becoming stagnant. I mean, people, the same set of people, and we thought, what do we do? That's where almost at that point of time, we also started. Pramod is another MVP. I mean, even before me. So Pramod and me started the user groups along with Katarina from the community team, and Yash joined later. So we started the first user groups in Pune, Mumbai, and the in-person events. That's how we started evangelizing. That's also how I met Krunal. He came to one of my events at my office, and then we started talking. Hey, he always had that, how do I join this community? How do I do something on my own kind of fire in the belly? I think all that culminated now. So yes, so now currently what I do is, I mean, I set up my own company for trying to mitigate the talent gap. It is real. I mean, there's a huge market out there. So all the people who are on Outsystems working, I'm sure I don't have to preach to the choir. All of you all know what career choices you have made and where it is going to head. I think great numbers, even with respect to low code. So off late, I'm trying to build talent. I think that's where synergy is with Sahiba. She's doing in a different way. I'm doing in a different way. So I'm trying to build talent. That's what made me become an Outsystem certified trainer. So I went through the drill along with Outsystems community team. Again, the training team, another vibrant team happening. A lot of content. If you're following over the last few years, they're constantly upgrading the quality of content also. New webinars coming in, these guided paths being added. So I think Outsystems community is the happening place, and I've been fortunate to be associated with Outsystems for the last 7-8 years, and doing my bit both for myself and for the community. So nothing really long journey. I mean, no monologues, nothing. Just another developer maybe started ahead of you, and technology as a passion. So I think I'm done with my gyan or bhashan, whatever you'd want to call. So if there's any questions you'd like to ask, anything you'd like to know that you think I can help, please.
Yeah, that gyan is always helpful, Amal. You know, when I started new, okay, then that gyan really kicked me off, understanding, you know, what really, because what I feel, you know, whenever just adding one point to that, you know, when I came into low code, okay, I also came from the .NET background only. Okay, so basically the problem was, you know, low code was not known to anybody. Okay, and you know the real just a casual mentality comes up is that, you know, are we going into a technology? In Indians actually it comes it in a way that iska kuch aage scope hai kya? You know, that is a real problem when it comes to low code. Okay, so that is how I also, the first question came up in my mind also was that only, you know, that I am jumping into a ship, any scope for that ship, you know, whether I will be sailing long or not. So that was always a big question in my mind. But you know, after coming into this platform, learning the technology, learning how the low code operates, and you know, joining these events with Amal and you know, Pramod, I came to know, you know, the power of community, the power of low code, because these guys, you know, let it be a little early than us, or you know, just being in low code for 7 years, but they have been in this industry from a long time, you know, and they know the industry patterns and how they go. So you know, it just made me you know, it hits me in a way that, you know, it's not something you know, not if we are talking, you know, basically people call low code as not a traditional technology. Okay, it might not be also, but you know, it's anyway a technology, and it's a problem solving one. You know, I have not been a very fan of big syntaxes and semicolons kind of stuff. Okay, because when it comes to coding, hardcore coding, getting the syntaxes and all those stuff in, it's always a Stack Overflow, which has helped me in lot. Okay, but when it comes to Outsystem, I don't have to worry about the syntaxes. So now I can actually proudly say that I am a problem solver in a way when it comes to any solving any business problem or addressing any business requirement. So it has been a very good journey in that manner, right? So it has been very good on that front. Anything more you would like to add, Amal?
No, I think Krunal, I think we should let the audience interact. I mean, we can go on and on. So, team, if you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask, please.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
Saturday afternoon. How hard it is to keep your eyes open on a Saturday afternoon. People have done a 4-5 day week, 6 day week, and now you're coming. So, I mean, the least we can do is listen to you. And if you have any questions, doubts, anything you'd like to ask with respect to Outsystems, team, please feel free to unmute and ask, or you can put in the chat. I
Yeah.
think the whole idea that Kunal wanted me here is that, I mean, if you have anything which you don't know or you want to ask to get to know Outsystems better, or from my perspective, I'll be able to say something. So please.
Yeah, please guys, go ahead and feel free to unmute and ask.
Everything is hunky-dory, then that is also fine. We can move to the next segment. So Krunal, typically we when I say we, I mean we Indians don't ask too many questions. So.
That's true. Come on, guys. Let's make this more interactive, and let's we have Amal with us. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Amal, Krunal, Abhinav this. So instead of, yeah, hi everyone. So instead of asking question, I would like to say something. So I really don't have any question right now, but I just wanted to have words with you guys. So yeah, I'm using Outsystem for past few years. So it's been fascinating to use this Outsystem rather than traditional web development. So it's really helpful for us while developing an application and all. It's very useful and user friendly. So I'm using it, and it's been very good experience till date. So just wanted to share a few of these words with you. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, I think there is a yeah. Thanks, Abhinav. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. I think Siddharth has a question. As a new developer, what are the things we should look to get technically strong? Okay, so when you say new developer, I mean, are you new to development, or you have been a developer for long and Outsystems is new? I don't know, Siddharth, but at least my suggestions or guidance, I mean, I'll not say advice, just what I think I have learned is, I mean, putting up your database skills uh, or improving your skills at the database level is a fundamental thing when you're trying to design enterprise grade systems. I mean, it's okay, we simplify when we say, okay, everything is drag and drop, but there's a lot. I mean, if you're building a hello world applications, drag and drop Outsystems is low code is all fine. But when you're really building enterprise grade systems, you need to understand typically all the fundamentals of computer science. I mean, a fool with a tool is still a fool. So if you don't have your fundamentals straight, it's very easy to not really utilize the power of the platform. Build up on your database skills so that you're able to build good domain models. And then Outsystems has simplified the architecture. Typically, the 3-layer canvas. Earlier, there was a 4LC. I mean, now there's a 3-layer canvas. So it is Outsystems' recommended way of doing large-scale systems. So that is equivalent to our architecture. I mean, your layered canvas. So try to learn that. So we did maybe a few quarters back, Pramod and me, we did a series for architecture where a lot of people have joined. It was more a hands-on than theory. See, I mean, uh, computer science, Outsystems, anything is not theory. I mean, it is, you have to dirty your hands. So we did those sessions. So if you find those recordings, you can ask the community team, they will share it with you, or maybe give us feedback, and we'll do a few sessions to the Mumbai user group. So these are the skills. I mean, you need to know about how do you the web. Understanding the web and mobile anyway is fundamental. I mean, if you want to, how do you extend the platform? For that, you need to have good JavaScript skills or backend .NET. I mean, whatever the platform gives you out of the box, yes, you can do a lot, but there's always a point where you want to break the boundaries. That's where having these skills are very important. And then think about reuse. I mean, the best example is Legos. I mean, just like a Lego bricks, you need to ensure that you do your composition. I mean, the 3-layer canvas talks about the same. So from your business concepts, how do you convert it into modules, and even modules, the 3-layer applications? I think the content has improved a lot. So build skill and then start contributing to the community or start doing projects as you'll, and the best thing is to learn while doing. So try to look at what already templates are there on the forum, try to install them, play around, and then question the developers of the components, how they have done it or why. Ask questions, and the community is kind enough if you're polite to help you. I mean, I've seen that almost within half an hour is what an average people are responding on the community, and then that's how you grow. So I hope that answered your question, Siddharth. At least that's how I learned skill. Yeah, I think web, mobile. I think a lot of these courses, these guided paths are good. Please do them. And I think OutSystems is again revamping. They're adding more guided paths. So try to do those and then see how it is improving your skill. If you're stuck up somewhere, put it on the forum, or if you did something good, try to make it into a component and put it on force for others to use it. So that's how you learn, by sharing.
We have one more question, Amal, for you. That what would be the approach like? What Tausif is asking this question, that what would be the approach to be followed, to become an MVP? Like, he is telling that he has been active on the community and has been solving a lot of problems on the community and giving back to the community. So, what should be the path take it? He should take for getting for becoming the next MVP, I guess.
See, as I told you, I mean, see, the if you want to aspire to an MVP, then maybe that's uh, not how it works. Because I mean, the fact that I mean, people look an MVP as someone who is giving contributing to the community selflessly. I mean, if you say, if because I'm doing this, I want to be an MVP, maybe the community will not accept you in that manner. So just, I mean, Bhagavad Gita, karm karo, fal ka chinta mat karo. Just do your job, and somebody is watching, or maybe your colleagues or your counterparts or the community recommend you. And then, see, MVP is just a byproduct, just like a certification. I mean, the analogy I would like to give you is, I mean, if you are not preparing, typically, maybe most people do. I mean, you don't prepare or learn OutSystems to become a certified developer, because your building skills, your certification is just a byproduct. So that's how even an MVP is. I mean, it is just a recognition by the community and by OutSystems to recognize people. If you're doing this for a long time and you're able to help the community and you're doing it passionately, this is seen by the community and people will maybe. And also, there is a form where you can uh, recommend yourself. I think some few rules are there now. So you can also nominate yourself, talking what you did, etc. And if the community team sees merit in that, and you are in par or maybe in the top contributors, then maybe they don't. There's a stringent number, so not everybody becomes an MVP overnight. So maybe you keep doing what you are doing over time, and then definitely your efforts will be recognized. Maybe hopefully you're an MVP. And once you become an MVP, also, it's not that it is for life. I mean, it is not that you earn something, then you will sit back and relax. But as I told you, it is just a continuous. You're doing all this because you love doing this. So that's the message there. You're passionate about technology. You like to build things in OutSystems. At the same time, the skill you're building, you want to give it back to the community. And this, if this is a continued journey, so it is not a destination. MVP is not a destination. It may sound cliche, but I mean, it is just the process. You keep doing what you're doing, and then these accolades or these recognitions would come on the way. Yeah, I don't do whatever I'm doing because I'm MVP anyway. So that's it, Tawfiq. I hope it was not too fluffy stuff, but that's the fact. That's the way it is.
One question, Amal, for you. Like I have been in the platform from, you can say that I have a little bit of hands-on now with system platform itself. Okay, but sometimes I come across a requirement, suppose a use case, say that might not be achievable straightforward with Outsystem. Okay, so what should be my approach on that kind of problems?
Okay. See. I mean, Outsystems is a platform. It is not a custom-built solution. So Outsystem doesn't envision every use case that you will need. So that's where, I mean, what they say is, I mean, just like in software design, open close principle is open for extension. So in the same way, I mean, you can .NET and on the backend and JavaScript, HTML, etc. on the front end, all your jQuery platforms on the front end, because it's a single page application at the end of the day. It's Spark. So if any of the use cases that uh, essentially you don't want to build, I mean, look for integrations. See, I mean, if there's a problem, if there is no other solution available, then you go about building it the hard way. But if there is someone who's done it better, smarter, and faster, then try it. Outsystems is very good at those. So when you're building enterprise application, you want to integrate with disparate systems. I mean, either you do it in REST or SOAP. I mean, at least one example I'll give because it's just fresh. I mean, Outsystems, I mean, Amazon has something called a Redshift database. I mean, I put it in the forum, asked a few people, I didn't get any help because maybe people didn't do it. Often you'll run into that. So then, I mean, Aurora, I mean, the new kids on the block, at least with respect to my Outsystems, is already talking about Aurora Database for some of their products instead of SQL Server. So Aurora is a transactional database from AWS, and Redshift is a data warehouse. So one of my customers wanted to talk to Redshift, and there was no PostgreSQL or a driver which Outsystems is actually having right now. Spoke to the forums, then figured out that, hey, I mean, just digging deep, that's where your experience will come in. There's also, they have some data API based of a way of accessing it, but that's not straightforward and it is convoluted. Then looked at, okay, hey, how do you talk? What are the other ways? Then I found out that Redshift is essentially a PostgreSQL driver, and Amazon was giving one. So we installed it and using an ODBC way of connection, built an extension, and it is working. So, I mean, the best thing is look at, talk to people who have done that. Maybe that's where the championship, the forums, and even be involved with Outsystems and improve your network. When I say that, what I say is there are a lot of early access programs that Outsystems publishes from time to time. So if you register there and help Outsystems try out something and give them feedback, then you build some network. I mean, you get access to the product teams. I mean, if you're a champion or an MVP, or even when you get into the early access program, you get access to the product teams. Or you can talk to Yash Sahiba or someone who is from the community, that through them you can get connected to the product teams and they will give you guidance if the forum is not already doing it. And these communities help. I mean, you never know uh, who has already done it. So be active on the forums, join these community groups, talk about it, and then form your own groups. We did that. We had done this during the pandemic time. We had these WhatsApp groups, and later I think now a few of the communities are also doing Telegram kind of groups where people ask questions in the continent. Because normally, if anybody from other parts of the world who are not sharing our time zone, you ask a question, somebody knows the answer, there is a bit of an overlap in their time zones. So that's where form Indian communities, put in a WhatsApp group, share informally. That's what I mean. You're only as strong as the community. And I'm pretty sure somebody would give you some direction or some help to solve the problem. Don't try to solve it yourself. And again, everything is a everything is a hammer for a carpenter story. So if you're coming from a .NET background, don't always think that I'll go and write an extension. First, look into the forum, see if something is already there. Talk to people, ask around. Maybe you'll get an approach, and then implement it. And if you do something interesting, please do share, talk about it, because normally, at least again, that's an Indian trait. We don't, we are not proud of sharing what we do. we are always thinking, okay, somebody will say this is wrong in this, that is not. So give it back. I mean, don't worry about what people think. Put it out there for people to help you. Write some articles in LinkedIn or in Medium, and then share that knowledge, and slowly that's how you improve. It improves your confidence. It gives you your network. Maybe your next future employer is looking, or maybe even Outsystems is looking to take your expertise in the new initiatives they're working on. That is how I will go about, Krunal. And I'll try to understand the problem and see what is already out there. If it's already solved, talk either to the product teams or community teams, or some of my colleague MVPs in the Slack. And then if there's some direction, great. If not, I mean, Outsystems is all about problem solving. So, I mean, if your need is dire, you will find a solution. That's how I would try to put it.
Yeah, thank you, Amal. It was a great answer. I got the real direction, you can say. I ran across a problem. Okay, right now you can say I am in middle of that thing. Okay, and I would surely love to connect with you on such. I have found out some here and there solutions, but I am not convinced with them. So that is how I am looking at it.
Yeah.
So I will be surely connecting with you on that, Amal, later on.
Yeah, if it's a commercial thing, I will charge you. I'm joking. Yeah, Krunal, always.
Basically, when I came across this problem, I just understood that this might be a limitation and we can
Now
go to team of system.
you're talking like it's a surprise, Krunal. So none of us have any clue what problem you're talking. So either you talk about it or don't talk about it. So don't create mystery. If you can share it quickly, maybe somebody can help you.
Yeah, like if it is a very general problem only, I will surely love to share with the community this problem. Okay, so basically, I ran into a use case. Okay, where I'm trying to recognize browser events. Okay, not the traditional browser events. Duplicating a tab, reloading a page, then back and forward navigations of the browser. Okay, so these are the kind of browser events I'm trying to detect, and I'm trying to do some operations on such kind of event. Okay, and you can say that during I came across some solutions using the JavaScript. Basically, I didn't got any native solutions from Outsystem inbuilt components. Where I can detect such events.
Okay, Krunal, I think that rings a bell. I mean, one of the ex architects, I mean, there's a fantastic ex Outsystems guy called Rui Barbosa, again, who was from the dev team. So he's
I know
written
him.
a few articles and some browser APIs. So I think that's what you might want to look at. So the
Yes.
browser is having some kind of APIs to talk about whatever is happening at the browser level, and he's built. Rui has built some demos around them, and those articles must be somewhere in Medium.
Okay,
Take a
yeah,
look. Maybe it helps.
yeah. I'm trying to detect all the events which are there on the browser. Right now, I have found success with one or two events, okay, using JavaScript. But yeah, I think so. It will be great if I go through that, Rui. If anybody from the community has gone through such article, please share the link here. It would be very helpful for me also. And otherwise, anyway, I am going
I
to
think if
search
you
also.
if you just Google browser API, you'll find it, or just look for Rui's article. So he's implemented using these browser APIs a lot of useful methods. Maybe he's published it in Forge somewhere.
Okay.
If I come across it again, I'll share it to you separately.
Sure. Thank you, Amal. That will help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any other questions, folks? Anything else? I think we should also keep an eye on the time.
Yeah, that's true. We have Yash with us or not? Yeah, Yash is with us. Hi, Yash.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Happy
you
birthday,
are.
Yash.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We have
Thank you everyone for your wishes.
I think
community
somebody
wishing you
see.
happy birthday.
You asked and somebody has already helped you. Shubham has already posted that some
Thank you.
API article from Rui.
Yeah,
Great,
it really
Shubham. Thank
helps.
you. Yeah. I think I'll take a back seat now. If you have no questions for me, and let Yash take over.
Yeah,
Do you have
sure.
any questions for me, folks? Anything you'd like to?
Yeah, like
ask?
when Yash can go ahead and start with the presentation of the community, and please go ahead and post your questions in Q&A. so that after the Yash's presentation is complete, go ahead and take more questions. So we are open with that.
Okay, so let me mute. Over to you, Yash.
Thank you. I'm seeing the share screen option is grayed out for me.
Is it?
Share the screen.
Just a second.
Yeah.
I guess you'll have to unshare your screen, Amal.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Then,
yeah. That will.
Yeah, and then you can.
Thanks.
Happy birthday, Yashraj.
Oh, thank you, Saiba.
We
Thank you,
have
everyone.
few precious hours from the birthday day.
Yeah, thank you. So I will quickly what Amal was saying, and Amal has already mentioned about a lot of good programs, specifically MVP and the forums he has touched upon. So I'll just pick up where he left and cover what else we have in the community. So about me, everyone, I am a coder turned community manager, and I joined Outsystems last year. A year and 5 months, I guess, I have spent in Outsystems. Managing the community programs for the APAC region. We have Saiba as well, who has recently joined for India. So, and we are part of the global developer relations team. We have developer advocates who help us from the technical aspect. So glad to see many of you here. So I'll just cover some of the program information. This is a community homepage, starting with the homepage. Everyone, if you have not bookmarked this should be definitely on your bookmark if you are part of the community. Here you will find all the latest announcements. One thing which we are particularly doing every month are intro to low-code talks, right? So you can find here information. I see many of you are already experienced developers, but you might have friends who might be interested in knowing about low code and Outsystems. So you can guide them to these talks. It's our team who does these talks. Then talking about forums, as Amal was mentioning, and we saw a live example here. Someone is pulled out a link, and then that's the spirit, right? So forums is a live I would say, showcase of community in action. So you can see outsystems.com/forums. You can find 4K discussions have happened just in last 30 days, right? And within its median time 4 hours, but as Amal was mentioning, maybe you can get an answer within 30 minutes, right? There are a lot of active contributors who might have faced the same problem which you are facing. So don't shy from asking your questions here. Make use of the forums. It is a very good and then forums is also a very good way to contribute, right? So if you know the answer someone else has asked, just don't think that you have questions. You can also answer to others people's questions, right? It's a very good way you can contribute to the community. And talking about contributions, also one of the questions which Amal has answered about the MVP, right? So great way of articulating that we should selflessly contribute, and it all comes back. So I completely have in my journey so far in about 5 years as a professional community builder, and before that as a developer. I have always experienced that whatever you contribute to the community, it always comes back. So one way, definitely MVP is a program, but one program which you might not be aware of is Champions program, right? So MVPs, while they need to be much more technical, but champions can or cannot be technical, right? So we do have some excellent program managers, right? They come from non-technical background, but because of their contributions to the community, they have been selected as champions. So you can come here to the champions page. You can find out what are the ways you can contribute. Definitely, being a technical person, you do have a lot of things you can do, right? You can not only answer in the forums, you can also create Forge components. So if you have developed Forge components, it's a very good way you can contribute. Organizing events, Kronal is already doing it right now. You all also can do it in your respective companies and local cities as well. So that is good. If you don't want to be an organizer, right? You are you think that this is something too much, you can just speak at an event, right? Speaking at an event is a very good way you can start. So I wanted to show the user groups page. but special link at the top you might have missed, which is call for speakers, right? So the top bar, navigation bar. So feel free to submit your talk. Doesn't have to be very in-depth technical. Whatever you have learned, whatever you like about Outsystems, you can go and just share, submit your talk, and we will help you. If you are a first-time speaker, we will help you prepare that. So feel free to submit your application there. And technical content, you can write blogs. There are multiple ways you can contribute. So all of this will be counted if you will be counted as a valid contribution. And once you've done enough of these contributions, you can nominate yourself as a champion. So as you can see, right now we are not accepting, but this is a good time for you to contribute. But very soon, in upcoming months, you might see a window is opened for nominations like that. So this is a champions program. I will rest, and I'll leave it to you to explore. But one particular program which is not mentioned here, and which is very near to our heart, is education, supporting the next I would say a batch of developers, or the next generation of Outsystems developers, right, who are still in university. So we have education program, and this is a global program, and we have an adaptation for the APAC region, local adaptation, which we call Student Accelerator. So Student Accelerator is part of the education program. I'll actually share the link with you in the chat. All of you might not need it because you're all already experienced developers, but I'm sure you all might have siblings. You have people around you, right? Students might be reaching out to you for suggestions. So this is something which you can suggest to them that they can just go and apply to be part of this program. Student Accelerator, it's a 5-stage process. I will just zoom in a bit. It's an end-to-end journey which they can go through from stage 1 to stage 5. In the stage 1, they build their first app. Stage 2, they complete the online training. Stage 3 is building more applications. Stage 4 is certification exam, and stage 5 is where we connect them for job and internship, right? So this is a very good starting point for all the students in India. We have there is no barrier to entry. We are preferring final year students. They can join as a full-time if any company is hiring, but any student basically can take part of this. So I'll share this in the chat. Feel free to share with others. This is not mentioned on the community homepage yet. It will be somewhere mentioned very soon. But yeah. So that's about the community programs. Some things which might not sound very community related, but are important, and are different teams in the company are doing this. One of the things are tech talks. So talks you can. These are different from intro talks, right? Intro talks are for beginners who are new to Outsystems, they're new to low code. But all of you who are already into the ecosystem, right? You have the trending tech talks and in-depth tech talks available here. These are every now and then we have a very good topic. For example, the upcoming is happening on 17th on cloud native, right? So micro frontends and microservices. You can participate in this, and this on demand. You can find all the past tech talks. One little advice, or I would say, a good way to cheat actually, if you are looking for contribution, right, and you want to speak at an event, but you don't have an idea of which topic to pick, just go and look at these topics. These are all good topics. You can look at these talks yourself, and then you can prepare a presentation, and you can do your own presentation at a local user group or at a university like that. So this is how you can get inspiration. There are a lot of already existing resources available for you to make use of. So that's from my side, from the community program. Krunal, I hope that was useful. If anyone has any question, you can let me know, and I would be happy to answer.
Yeah, thank you, Yash, for that lovely walkthrough to the community. It was a like I was not known to the Student Accelerator program. That is a added information to my knowledge also now. So you can, that was a very good, I would say, initiative to see more and more final year students coming into this technology, and we will be growing with the community.
Absolutely, yeah. And then we have the upcoming cohort starting in September, and Sahiba is managing that. So everyone, if you have any student in your network, feel free to share that link which I've shared in the chat with them, and yeah, we would love to see them in the community. Yeah.
Like, I have one question, Yash, for you. So basically, how this student accelerator is different with that 21-day program? Like, it was 21 day, right?
It was 14 days, 14 days challenge.
Yeah,
That's a
sorry,
good
14
question.
days. Yeah.
So we started with 14 days challenge. It is just for people to learn Outsystems, complete the mobile development guided path in 14 days. But the accelerator program, that is just a stage 2. So what I'm trying to say, 14 days challenge is part of accelerator program, like that. Stage before 14 days, it has stages after 14 days. It's like that. So it's a complete end-to-end. 14 days challenge is still there. Anyone can take 14 days challenge. Even the professionals can take. It's just accelerator program is catered for students to not only start their journey, but build some applications, get mentorship, and at the end get a job. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, thank you for that input, Yash. It was very helpful. Amal, like, we have one question for you. I think so. It's asked from Ulam Madhava Reddy. He is having 2 years of experience in Outsystem development and Outsystem platform now, and he is planning to do the Outsystem Tech Lead certification. So, would you like to give any suggestions to him?
I mean, I didn't see it as a question. I mean, if he wants to do it, I mean, all the best. So what is the question there? I think if he's playing the role, if he's doing it as a tech lead, then by all means, I think it will give him a good measure. I mean, if it is an aspiration that he's not playing that role, but he wants to give it, still he can do it. At least he'll gain some experience. But if there is any recommendation there, then I would say at least work as a tech lead, or at least as a lead in the lead role, try to work on a project, and the hands-on experience should be more than enough to get you through. Hi, Polam. Hi, Madhav Reddy.
Hi. Hi. Thank you, Amal. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with me.
No, it's all in the community. So please go ahead, Madhav.
Actually, like I'm currently I'm playing a role as a tech lead from last 6 months. So my aspiration will be to huge, like I'm in the big position in Outsystem level. So that's what I'm planning step by step level. That's what I'm planning to do, tech lead certification.
Yeah. I think, see, tech lead is there. Again, there's an architecture specialist.
Already, I have the architecture specialist certification too.
Okay, that's great. So, congratulations.
Thanks.
Actually, I think tech lead is more on the process side of things. I mean, how do you do? So that's where you need to understand the Outsystems way, the terminology, etc. They talk of business vision. Then you talk about how do you do the engagement manager. It's the Outsystems way of doing agile or sprint. So it makes sense to go through the tech lead guided path.
Okay.
And then draw parallels to what you're doing. Are you able to imbibe? Is it making sense? Because each organization has its own way of doing agile. And then once you think that, hey, this is how Outsystems recommends and this is what I'm doing, you should be able to give the exam. It's all experience based. So a tech lead, all of these are not by mugging up or doing theory, you cannot clear these. So it's basically, all of them are scenario based. So that's what I started out saying. So if you've been playing that role and you come across such scenarios, it'll easy for you to relate. And then you will really sail through with good grades.
Sure, Amal. Sure. I'll check my things. Thanks, Amal, for the information.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I gave you anything new, but anyway, thank you for being kind. Yeah. So anything else?
I don't see any more questions for you. I guess we are right now done with the questions whichever were there. Okay. So like one more section, I think so we already covered in many places. Basically, was from our this event was to tips for becoming a good Outsystem developer. I think so you already have covered so many points. But would you like to add anything else? Like somebody, I think so Yash has also already given that student accelerator program. But anybody starting with Outsystem, do you want to give any beginners lesson that go like this way?
Well, I think the community, I think the content is itself quite comprehensive. So I think even if you take a guided path and follow what is being done and then do the exercises, mostly when I speak with people, they say that we have seen the webinars. Unfortunately, I mean, these guided paths are not something like movies that you see. It might come out as very heavy, but I mean, you have to dirty your hands because it looks easy when somebody else is talking. Unless and until you pick up a project and then you do the project, you will not really encounter problems. So please follow the guided paths, do the assignments. And I think these new set of guided paths are there, like patient history, case man. I think a new set of guided paths have come up. Try to implement them, and that should give you good use cases that maybe they repeat in your projects. So that's the only advice I'll give them.
Yeah, thank you, Amal. That was a very helpful advice, I would say. Adding up to that point only, I would always love the basics because the guided path, when I started with Outsystem, I also have gone through the guided path. They are very good. Basically, to start with, they have a good amount of detailing in them to start with. When it comes to we have seen people coming from multiple background and switching to low code, so it is very detailed already. So it is a very good plat to good start to go with. And after that, anyway, Amal already pointed out the guided paths of patient, the management systems, and we already have new kind of guided paths now where we are trying to build system out of it. So that is a very good one, so that we can go through those kind of guided paths also. And completing those full guided paths will anyway get you ready for any certifications which are there available, and that is more than enough to get out systems. Yes, we don't have any more questions in the queue, and looks like we are going good. So let's start with the fun stuff then. Let's start with the quiz. I hope everybody is having just a second. I will be So guys, basically we use the Kahoot platform for the quiz. Whoever is new in this particular user group event, anytime we use Kahoot only. Okay. So please go ahead and log in and just open Kahoot. I will be sharing the game pin very shortly. So we will be starting with that game. Is the game pin visible for you guys? I just would like you guys to go ahead and join this quiz with your proper naming. Don't use any game names or like that way, because there are some exciting prizes going ahead with this, associated with this quiz. The top 3 coming out of this quiz will be getting exciting prizes. So I don't want any game name. The game names get disqualified. So yeah, please go ahead and
Kunal,
join.
can you please put the pin on the chat also?
Yeah, sure. That is.
Thank you.
Please go ahead. I think so the link should always also be good now. You can directly join also.
So even though I would love to join, Kunal, I'll let the team.
No,
I'll give the
you
team a
cannot
chance, Kunal. Yeah.
Why is the player limit reach? Just a second, guys. I will be kicking start the quiz again. Just a second, guys. Hey Amal, like in the Kahoot version, are we limited to 3 players?
No.
It is showing me like, you can only play with 3 players.
I see a lot of. Okay, I'm not on Kahoot. I didn't join, so. Check.
It gives you the option like you can unlimited, like people can join in. There's no limit as such.
Even they say it's limited 10 players. I think people can still join. If you can share your screen, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Are you able to see my screen? So basically this is the game, okay, and I'm just trying to the start. So it is like play with up to 3 players with basic edition. So like have they limited into
No, it should be free.
Let me start again, just guys
Go in
try.
the classic mode. Maybe go to the classic mode.
Okay, I'm just starting it again. Okay.
Yes, you can stop your sharing maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, in the classic mode, I'm clicking on, just a second, I'm just checking the settings if there is any. I'm just pinging the link again, guys. Try to just give it a try, like we are able to join multiple people or not. No, I guess Amal, it is not allowing more than 3 players.
I'm not sure of the setting, but okay. I think maybe you can just share the screen and ask them to put it in the chat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But it's a bit hard, but that's, I think, the next best thing.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah, let me, I can start the quiz with the 3 players. Okay. And I can expect the answers in the chat only. Okay. So team, we will be going with that approach then. Please put your answers in the chat. Okay. Okay. So I am just starting the quiz. Like everybody is ready. Just a little yes on the general chat box is good. Okay, I see Tausif, Adam, Dhananjay, Abhinav, Ajay. Yeah, so many yes. Then let's start. Okay, so every question will be having its own time. Okay. Be ready to answer, guys. Quick. Okay. I hope like most of you guys might have got it correct. Okay. 2001. So the quickest to answer were Ajit, Adam, and Sonia. Okay. So that so these three are the leaders right now.
Avinash, I thought Avinash also said A. Maybe he was.
Oh, okay. Okay. Avinash also got it right. Yeah, that's correct. Please try to put the answer, guys, or other CD also will work. We will not be, on that. But yeah, Avinash, Adam, and Ajit are right now the leaders. Okay. Let me go with the next question. Yeah. Such a difficult question to answer, I must say. Okay. I guess we will be having a lot of answers. I guess I will be picking up the winners later on. There are so many things to go on with the chat, But yeah, after that, I see.
Yeah, you can just capture the chat and maybe take.
Yeah, it will be better, After this, I will be taking just a second. Just bear with me, guys. Yeah, so the first one was here. So let me take the top three in this. And after that, I guess we have started from here. I would recommend you guys, please just put it like this way, okay? True, false, like third question, A, B, or whatever you are doing, okay? Like from now on, please do that so that it will be easy for me to track down, okay? So yeah, I'm going with third question. So please, guys, put it like 3A or, whatever is the answer with the question number, okay? So yeah, let me go ahead with the next question. Gear up, guys. Okay, let's see how many people got it right. 3A, 3A, 3A. Almost everybody got it right. So the first 3A's, who is giving the Q&A? Oh, Nabil is joining from mobile. Oh, okay, Nabil. But yeah, that is how it works then, We ran into a little problem with Kahoot, but yeah. So basically we have Tausif, Abhinav, and Vithya answering it quickly first. We'll be taking this. Okay, let me go with the next question. It was the toughest question, I feel, for you guys. Okay, Meeta. We don't count Siddharth's and Rasika's answer. Basically, yeah, sorry. 4B. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you are the three quickest person to answer. But yeah, almost everybody got it right only. Oh, Vidya, you have got it wrong. You were on the leaderboard, man. Okay, anyway, so but yeah, we have three right answers with Avinash, Shubham, and Sonia. Just a second. Okay, so I'm moving on with the next question, guys. Let's see how much people were, giving attention. Okay, so A was the correct answer for the fifth one. So we start off with 5A, 5A, 5A. So we have three correct answers. Shraddha, your answer was wrong. So Vithya, Dhananjay, and Ajit are running with this correct answers. Okay, guys, let's move on with the next question. A little bit technical one. Okay, so the answer was C for the sixth one. Let me see how many of you have got it correct. 6C, Vishal is there. 6C, Nabil is there, and Avinash is there. Okay. You answered it quickly, Abhinav, but the answer was wrong. Okay, so last two questions, guys. Gear up. There are some exciting prizes ahead. Another a bit technical one. The answer was B for this one. So let's see how the community have done. 7B, 7B, 7B. So it is basically Dhananjay, Vishal, and Shubham, the quickest one. I guess we are looking at some common names, giving the answers quickly. Good job, guys. But yeah, everybody, most of them are getting it correct only. So I am getting a thing that basically we are getting. The community is very much aware of the Outsystem platform. So the last question, guys. So the answer was A, and let's see how many people got it right. Okay, I think so. Vithya, Avinash, and Dhananjay, all of the three got it right. Okay. So it was a very fun quiz, guys. Very general only. We didn't kept it much of a, challenging one, because this was a very easy and you can say some kind of event where we are just trying to get people together. So it was a very fun game. I will be declaring the results in a very that's right, Adam. It was the toughest one, but yeah, basically the we were trying to get the community together in this event, and it has been a very good one. We just keeping a track on the time. We are just having a little over of 5 minutes. I would encourage people, today basically to go ahead and turn on your camera and unmute themselves, and if you just want to talk anything, just go ahead and introduce yourself, and I will be till that point I will be just summing up the result and declaring them in a minute. Okay, so yeah, please go ahead, guys. It's your event, your platform. Go ahead. Yeah, I can see you, Shubham. Please go ahead, unmute yourself, and would you like to just introduce yourself?
Hello all, my name is Shubham. So I am working in a Outsystem developer from past few years, and I like this technology very a lot. Right now also many people don't know about the low code development or the Outsystem. They mostly know the Salesforce and like that stuff. But once who are working in a Outsystem, they very well know that Outsystem has a power, or the low code is itself is having a power to build and scalable application, robust, reliable application within a set of deadline. So yeah, and the event is very nice. I enjoyed a lot. That's all from my side.
Yeah, thank you, Shubham. It was lovely to meet you here, and it was lovely to see you guys. You know, First of all, so that is what like I see Tosif. Please go ahead, Tosif. It would be very good to see you and meet with you. Go ahead.
Okay, so hello all. It's been like 4 months I'm working on Outsystem, and I like really enjoy it. Like we can create applications really fast, and I enjoy spending most of my time on community forums because like going through the posts, I learn a lot from there. So overall, my experience was good till now, and looking forward to learn more.
Great.
Yes,
Joseph.
great. Where are you from, Tosif? Like, are you from Mumbai itself, or yeah? Can you just mention your location also?
I'm from Bhopal.
Bhopal, yeah, that's nice to hear. I can see you, Dhananjay. Hi, Dhananjay.
Hey, hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Dhananjay Sharma. I have total 4 years of experience, and out of which 2 years is into Outsystems. I'm currently working in Accenture, and I'm from Pune. And nice to meet you all. And thanks, Krunal, for organizing this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhananjay. It's I am very happy to see people here and coming out and introducing themselves. I would encourage more people also to come. It was nice meeting you, Shubham, Tosif, Dhananjay, of course, Amal. Just a second. It will just take me a minute more, guys, to just sum up the result. Till that point, please go ahead and introduce more and more people. I would like to meet you guys. I would like to see more and more faces on the event. When we used to have it in Zoom, Amal, we were having so many faces, right? You are talking on mute, Amal.
I thought, yeah, couldn't help. So Saturday afternoon, so people are in their comfort zones, so they don't want to switch on the cameras. That's nice. It's great, folks, to see y'all, at least here to hear y'all or interact. Yeah.
Okay.
With that, hi. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, folks, this looks like a pillar. There's an echo I can hear.
And
Till
just Siddharth, can you
Krunal,
yeah.
the things, till Krunal gets the results running. Maybe you also look at the feedback form. So if most of y'all are new to how user groups operate, so this is, I mean, it's basically a technical event where, but this is the first introduction one, so it's not so technical. So if you have any topics that you would want us or any of the speakers to get content on and then present it. So normally the format is 2 sessions you have, and we decide sometimes it's one is tech and maybe one is non-tech. And then maybe we have the whole session. If there's a series of architecture, then we break up the full session into 2. I mean, format is what is we are comfortable with. And maybe if things are opening up, the next event in Bombay could also be an in-person, because at least it's always nice to. So this user groups are entirely run by the community. So the community members are taking the active part, and Outsystems provides us the support. So if anybody of you all would like to speak, join the community or assist, help Krunal, I mean, feel free to reach out. You can sign up. And if there's any content that you would like to present, improve your skill, or just be out there and help the community, here nobody is judging anyone here. So it's not that, I mean, only if you're perfect in something, we need to come out and talk. So because always we are lookout for people to speak, share your experiences. Unlike this one where it becomes too much gyan. I mean, I thought it was too much preachy, because everyone has their own stories and it's as important and powerful. So if there's some technical thing you have done, you would like to present, or you want to come together and build a fourth component as a part of the session, I think give your feedback, because without feedback, it is difficult for Krunal and the team to find out the speakers. If not, it's just like, okay, what do we know? Who is available? It's like a stopgap arrangement. If you give feedback, and majority of you all say that, hey, this is something that I'm finding hard, maybe mobile, or maybe something in synchronization. If you have specific topics that you like to build skill on, then Krunal and maybe any other community member who are in the group can find out the right content and share it with you. I mean, we're only as strong as the weakest link. So if the community is strong, then it grows, and you guys will be the ambassadors of Outsystems. So be more vocal, so nobody is either evaluating you or they're not judging you. So be yourself, and then wherever you can help, please help. And it can start with sharing your webcams.
Yeah.
Maybe Kunal would take a screenshot and put it on the group.
Yes, guys, please. I was about to say that, Amal. Thank you. Please, guys, if you can turn on your webcam for a small time. Also, I would like to get a screenshot of us, so that this is our first event in the Mumbai group. It will be a very good thing for us. I can see you, Adam. Hi, Adam. Hi, Ajit. We are.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Nabil. Hi, Dhananjay. Hi, Tagam. So yeah, it is looking very good now. The real community is showing up. Yeah.
There's one.
Okay. Yep, I see.
Have you taken the screenshot?
No, just a second. I'm taking it now. Team, just a second. 1, 2, 3. It's done. Yeah. Thank you. So I have the results with me, team. I will be just, publishing them in the chat itself. We had a very close tie, between multiple people having the correct answers. Okay, but I just got basically two winners are very clear. So let me just put the results. So we have on the first place we have Vijaya, and the second place we have Dhananjay, and in the third place, just a second, and in the third place we have Abhinav. Yeah. So thank you guys. All the three winners for this for winning the quiz today. We will be having a lot more fun events in the coming events. We will be playing more games, more quiz. I would encourage these three winners, please drop your email ID, your name into the chat, so that the team from Outsystem can communicate with you, and the exciting prizes which I was always talking about will be arriving to you very soon. Okay, so please go ahead and drop your
Krunal, you're not audible.
hello. Is it better now, team? Hello, guys.
Yeah, it's better now. We lost
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, okay. No problem. I am just here waiting for you guys to drop your mail ID. We will be, after this event, you will be receiving a feedback form, as already Amal pointed out. Okay. I think so. Yeah, Vidya, it was you only. Yeah, Vidya, it was you only. Okay. So please drop in your mail. I think so. We don't have, do we have anybody from Vijaya? No, right? Okay. Thank you, Dhananjay. I have got your mail ID. Abhinav, I have got your. I'm just waiting for Vidya. So yeah, I'm till that point, and people are giving their mail ID. So I will be just I was just pointing out that you will be receiving a feedback form after this event, team. So I want you guys to fill that feedback form very honestly, because it has been a long time since Mumbai group was inactive, and we are trying to revive that group. And I have seen a good amount of attendance today, so that is very good to see. And I am looking forward from speakers, from you guys. Any content you would like to present, please fill in the call for speakers form. I would love to see you guys as a speaker in the next event. It will be a very great thing to have. So yeah, guys, the event is done from my side, and it was glad having you, Amal, with us. It was very encouraging to have people like you in the first event of mine. Every time I was here, and now I am one of the organizers. It has been a very inspiring journey from to listen basically from your side. So thank you, Amal, for everything. Thank you all of you guys.
Thanks for having me, Kunal, and thanks for patiently hearing me out, guys. Hopefully it made some sense to you. Your time was worthwhile. So,
Yes.
Bye from me. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. I will be here a few more minutes, guys. If you have any question for me or anything you want to ask to me, I will be here. So yeah, you guys can drop off. We are done with the event. Thank you.
Thanks, Kunal, for organizing this. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.